In this video, we're going to talk about the Unpivot node. Now, the reason you might need this is for machine learning models, we like to have all our dates in a single column. But what if your dates are across multiple columns, right? We need to sort of transpose or unpivot that data before we build the model. So to show you an example of this, let's look at this CSV file that we connected to in our node. And you'll see that we have customer ID in the first column. And then these are all revenue numbers, but notice how there's a column for each month. So January 2023, February. So there's a column for the first date of each month. We don't want that. We want one column with all the dates and then the revenue for each of those in a separate column. So that's where this node comes in. So if we click on the plus sign here, we would just type unpivot and you'll see it come up here. But in the interest of time, I've already done that. So let's look at this node and how do we set it up to get our data in the format that we want it in. So this is our data set that we connected to, the CSV file. The identifier column is not what we want to transpose. It's basically just what it says. It's the identifier. So in this case, it's customer ID. But the columns that we want to unpivot are all those other columns that we want to turn into one column, right? So in this case, it's all the columns except customer ID that contain revenue. So from January of 2023 to, in this case, December of 2023, there's 12 columns, one for each month. And we want to transpose those so that they all become a single column. So we want to, this is just what we want to name it. So we can name it whatever we want, but it should be descriptive so you and your coworkers know what you're referring to. So in this case, we'll say month for the column name, and then we'll say revenue dollars for the value. So the variable is month, the value is revenue dollars. We save it, and then if we do a quick preview, we see that indeed the data has been transformed into a time series model friendly format, where now we still have customer ID, but we have month, all the months in a single column, and the corresponding customer and revenue dollars for each. So in this case, we have 240 rows because we have 20 different customers. We have 12 months, one row per customer, and it shows the revenue for that month for that customer. I hope that helps. This is the Unpivot node, very useful. And thank you for using the Sway AI platform.